Yes. It's steel.
But you can't be any geek off the street. Gotta be handy with the steel, if you know what I mean.
Keeping it real.
Hello, and to the channel. My name is Steven, and this is Steel Keeping It Real. Now, today is a special day. It is actually hip-hop's 48th birthday today. So, August 11th, 1973, hip-hop was born. And it all started off with a DJ Kool Herc. Now, he started doing the scratching and the breaks and everything else like that on the turntable, and then the MC came later on. But it all started off with the DJ. So, to commemorate today, I'm going to be playing an early hip-hop song that also, celebrates the DJs of the world. And the song is called Hey DJ by the world's famous Supreme Team. Now, this song came out in 1984, and I come back to 1984. 1984 was a great year in music, in movies, in television, and just overall a great year. This song came out in 1984, and it only got to number 15 in the U.S. charts, but it was a nice, good song, and some have even said it's one of the top 100 songs of the 80s because of how well it was crafted. It came after they did a song with Malcolm McLaren called Buffalo Gals, and then this is what these guys did on their own with a little bit of, input from Malcolm McLaren. But I always loved this song. I think every single mixtape that I have that has to do with partying, I have this song on there. So I hope you guys will like it. You should like it, but I can only hope. So without any further ado, here is the world's famous Supreme Team with Hey DJ.
And here we go.
Entire world. And all the ladies sang along, huh?
Hey DJ, just play that song, keep me dancing, dancing all night. Hey DJ, just play that song, keep me dancing, dancing all night. Hey DJ, just play that song, keep me dancing, dancing all night. Hey DJ, just play that song, keep me dancing.
Thanks, girls. Now thank DJ, MCs, cable TV, and radio station personalities for the new tunes we hear today, playing clear across the nation. And thank you for country, western, funk, jazz, and them slow records of the past. You see, we're living in a time of rock and roll, hip hop, new wave, and classical. Come on, everybody, turn you down, up and down, down and up, find yourself, then set back, get your face out the tube. And let it make you dance you out your doggone shoe. Just this, scratch the beat, world. Excuse me while I dance. Hey DJ, I must confess, you're quicker than Sugar Ray. And when you mix with your arms, your head, your mouth, knees, and feet, boy, you're smoother than Dr. J. You didn't come to the party in a limousine, yet your guts are fresh and your rap so mean. Take you to turntables and a microphone. You kept on, keep them dancing all night. Dancing all night. Dancing all night.
Hey DJ, just play that song, keep me dancing, dancing all night. Hey DJ, just play
You can turn it out right. You never lost a battle. You never won a war. But one thing for sure, you're down by law. Hey, street DJ, yes, you so nasty. Come on, show the whole entire world what you can do. Hey, DJ, get funky.
It's the world famous Supreme Teen Show.
What must you do to be a DJ? Well, girl, you gotta make them. Let the DJ dance you out your doggone shoe. And world, get together and sing. Cable TV, on your radio stations and out in the streets. Rocking the house with the greatest of ease for all the God, earth, men, women, and babies. So when you come to the spot, rock to the top, cause the DJ rocks the beatbox. First Buffalo down, go around the outside. She's so dirty, she's only dancing just to be friendly. So friendly, she drives me loco. The girl is so silly, she makes me lust so. No, see man, that's our last record. That's already been a hit.
It's the world famous Supreme Teen Show. Supreme Teen Show. Hit it.
So that was Hey DJ by the world's famous Supreme Team. Now, as you can hear, it was a pretty well-crafted song. It wasn't a song that actually used another song that was a hit as like the sampling. It didn't do that. It had its own original music, and you could hear the complexity of everything within the mix. You know, the voices and, you know, the scratching and you know, just the musical composition was a lot different than some of the stuff that was back during that time frame. Yeah, you had a couple, but starting in 1984 was around the time frame where hip-hop didn't necessarily need anything other than two turntables and a beat, because that's when you're starting to get people like Run DMC with Rock Box, even though Rock Box had that, you know, that guitar in it and that ran throughout the whole thing. But then you had LL come out with, you know I Can't Live Without My Radio. The only thing in that is like scratching and, you know, little bitty samples, but there's not a real musical composition. And then, you know, also LL Cool J's, let me see.
I've been thinking about you lately.
Dear Yvette.
I miss you.
Yeah, that's basically just a beat. And LL had a lot of those. So, you know, you could get away with having a hit rap song without having a band or without having music. And that's when some people started to, started to criticize it most, is right around that time frame. And I believe the establishment, or the man, was at that time trying to squash hip-hop. It wasn't until the late 80s is when the Parents Music Resource Center, led by Tipper Gore, decided to put, and which is the stupidest thing in the world, decided to put parental advisory stickers on albums and CDs, because they thought that certain subject matter shouldn't be listened to by children. But you know, kids, as soon as you put something on there saying, we don't want you to do it, they're going to want to do it. Plain and simple. And so, they were attacking hip hop, and then it was like, okay, well, that's not going to work. Let's try to commercialize it. Let's have things like the Rapping Granny and rapping in commercials, like for McDonald's or Burger King or Wendy's or anything. Let's just try to get it out there so now everybody thinks it's just a novel idea and it'll go away. And the problem is that hip-hop would not go away. And here we are in 2021, and hip-hop is probably the largest music group that is listened to almost worldwide. I mean, you got BTS doing hip-hop and rapping in their songs. And then you have just the regular hip-hop, and then you have all these R&B artists that want to stay a little bit hip, so they get somebody to rap on their song. And then you even have that country western guy, the black guy, who's doing a rap on the song. But it's got a country twist, or Lil Nas X. There you go. So you have plenty of people who tried to ruin it and only made it stronger. And that's the great thing about hip hop, is that it can survive even when people are beating it up and beating it down and doing all this kind of weird stuff to it. And hip hop still continues to strive 48 years later today. So I do thank you all. I think I'm well over 400 now. We're not even to the end of the summer, and if I reach 500 by the end of the summer, I'll be ecstatic. But, I've already reached my goal. I remember talking about wanting to hit 50 by the 4th of July. Here we are, August the 11th, and I'm almost, I'm over 400, almost 450. So I can't look a gift horse in the mouth. I thank you all of you. I thank you. Now keep your comments coming, because I have been reacting to almost every single comment that deserves a response. Some of you guys, you're just putting stuff out there to be heard. And some of those things I'm not going to dignify with a response. But for you others, you know that I'm reacting. So please continue to like, subscribe, share, comment, and peace.